Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Stoneblock server, hanging out here at my Dragon Ball because problems. And if you look, I used to have the little rings. I used to have it one at the bottom and one on top and then two on the sides. Not anymore. They're all around the side. I also have these little aluminum scaffold braces on all of them. I had a walkway going all the way around. I took all of that out because I was testing stuff. Here's the thing. Right now, see that? It's daytime, so I should be having like 1 million plus RF flying into the system. Incidentally, I think that's about how much my system inputs. But as you can see, it's not doing anything. And then after sitting here for a while, it will just reset back to 0 and then gather power again. So, and I don't know why this is happening. That's just really, really strange. Let me go in here and set that. Yeah, see how this is, the energy here is just what's going in, just what I gave it. Something's broken with that, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. But I've broken this down 3 different times. I remade it, and it was doing the same thing. I remade it as a tier 7, and it still did the same thing. And so I said, okay, let me put it back to tier 8 because I've got all the stuff for it, so what do I care? And it's still doing it. So I don't know what's going on there, but I have enough power, so that's fine. I just wish I had more power that would stay in there, because then I wouldn't need to run the reactor. I wouldn't need to run any other thing. It would just be fine and hunky-dory. Alrighty, for people who were paying attention, yes, right there, that is what I'm trying to get to today. And if we take a gander at this beastie, it's got a bunch of different thingamajiggers and what's-its and stuff that we need. So if we take a quick look here, I've got all the nuggets because, I already got that. I've been cranking out the energy condenser. Let me snag that extra one from the wall. And I don't think I need to save any of those. Let's grab this, put that back into there. Oh, see, it made some extras. And we'll put that back on the wall. And then this can stay away for later. Okay, so there's that done. What else do we need? Let's look at dark matter, evil infused ingots. Evil, I need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left over from before. Dark matter, I have 4 dark matter blocks. I need 3 sets of those. Okay, those go around. I'm just going to go like this for right now. Because I'll shift click it all in. What else do we need? Ender stars and quantum storage units. So let's go ahead and do that. Ender stars, I don't have any of those. Ender star. I've got 1. Why are you? Oh, I've got just enough here. Let's go ahead and put that there. 2, 3, 4, and 1 left over for some other need without having to kill the dragon. All right, that works. Get rid of those bottles. Next, let's see, quantum storage units. I need 4 quantum storage units. Actually, I know that just goes ding, 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 ding. Okay, so quantum storage units. I've got the obsidian, diamond storage unit, gold, iron storage units. Okay, so I need 4 of these. And then, it would be nice if I could shift click something to get back to the recipe. But, okay, so I need 4 of you. See, I hit the backspace, that takes me to the previous recipe, but nope. Got to click it here. Unless I'm obviously missing something. That's I miss a lot of things here. I'm okay with acknowledging that. Is that? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't make these quantum storage units very much because I don't really have the need for that much stuff. All right. Pixie dust. I got pixie dust. That's just mana pearls tossed through the Alfheim portal, so that's no problem. I'm going to guess that goes there. It was right. Okay. So then the evil will go across, and then I need night slime ingots. Okay. Night slime. Night slime is interesting. I was looking at that and going, oh, I could make me a night slime chicken, which means pig iron chicken, which is ardite and iron, which I do have some of those. Manulinium chicken, which is ardite and cobalt. That will give me the night slime. And I looked at that and I went, oh, there's got to be an easier way. So casting. I can cast this. Alloy, seared stone. Well, that's just cobble or stone or whatnot. Liquid purple slime. Molten iron. Well, I'll just grab some iron. I've got lots of iron. Liquid purple slime needs a purple slime ball. And we can get that out of a bonsai tree if it's a purple tree. Turns out I didn't have any purple slimes, but those come from the rare loot bags. You can get all of those. So, managed to get me some of those. You can see I got a few there and I turned it off. But if we come over to here, I've got some seared stone and some molten iron. And this seems to cook away fairly quickly, which is pretty nice. And I'm hoping that will get me a single ingot. That's because that's all I really need. There's one ingot right there. Perfect. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. And get sucked into here. There's my 8 because I made a few before. And I figured that was way easier than trying to do it with something funky, you know, like making all the chickens and all the. And I said, no, I've done lots of chickens. I'm done with chickens. I don't need to do more chickens. Okay, dark matter. Dark matter. I kept looking here. Okay, so it's kitty corner here. Boom, 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 boom. Bing, bang, bong, bing, and then in the middles. All right, so now I need 2 things, that thing and the stuff around the edges. So let's get the easy one, the Energy Collector Mark III. Let's go up, boom, grab down. You like this monstrosity? There are 9 of these power flowers in place here. I could put one right in the center, but I offsetted it because I've got the miner here. So that's why it's over here. All of these are crafting for me. Got to be right underneath. Emeralds. It's fairly fast. I was doing the crystal block or diamond, whatever, the crystal ingots. It took a long time for it to make any of those and push it through. So I was going, nah. I also added plutonium chickens here, 10 of the terra steel and the plutonium because they're the only ones up here, and all their stuff is going into the power flower. And oh yes, I was coming up here to snag one of these guys because I could make another one, but I need one to have one because I don't think I have energy. Yeah, see, I don't have any of these energy collectors. So let's come down here, tell it to make one of these. Boop. And it's going to take a while for it to make another one, but that's okay. So you go right there. So we're all done, except for these HDPE sheets. Huh. All right, well, let's take a look at what we need for this. Well, we need pellets, although rather than doing 8 per sheet, 3. Much cheaper because I've already got an enrichment chamber. All right, so to make these, I need a PRC, which is the pressurized reaction chamber, and yeah, I'd go with PRC too, which needs oxygen and liquid ethylene and substrate. All right, well, there's 3 things to get. Substrate is biofuel in a PRC with hydrogen and water. Okay, biofuel is a crusher and some stuff, some food growing things, saplings, you know, whatever. That's very, very doable. Now, the other thing I need to do, to make liquid ethylene, the only way to make that is to, here, using the biofuel into substrate will give you ethylene, and that's it. That's the only way to make it. So, let's go downstairs. In fact, let's go this way. Because a long time ago, I commissioned the fairies to make this machine room here, and then realized rather than spreading out across multiple chunks, that chunk was being loaded, so I figured I'd just stay underneath there. That's where all the compacting drawers and whatnot is. But this is where I'm going to do my sheet production. And I've got my XNet controller, and it's configured. The first channel is set up for energy, so that's how it's going to power up everything. The second one is distributing water out, and I've got my sink here with 2 outs. I'm thinking that will hopefully give me faster water outputage. And then 3 is items coming out from the stuff back into this chest. And there's some materials to make stuff. So let's go ahead and make a few things. Let's just land. I need a crusher, and I need an electrolytic separator, and I need a rotary condensator, and I need a pressurized reaction chamber, a PRC. I need a second PRC. I could get away with 1, but you know, it's more fiddle-faddle than I care to do. Some basic mechanical pipes and a configurator. So let's go ahead and set these bad boys up. So this guy goes here, and you can see he's already gotten power because I've already configured it to receive power. So yeah, it exports out of my point back here, hello, and feeds this now. I do want to set this up to configure so it items out, and then I want it to eject down. So let's take the 36 pumpkins, and this is way more than I need, but I figure I'm going to err on the side of caution and have way more than I want. All right, that's noisy. And so I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. Let's go to mod, mechanism. Let's configure this. Client settings, sound volume, 0.1. Oh, so nice. So very, very nice to have that there. All right, so that will just slowly crush away, and as soon as it makes the biomass, you can see, or I guess that's biofuel, it goes ahead and tosses it around. And the reason why I'm using pumpkins is because that will give me 6 of these biofuels each. So that's plenty. All right, I've got these basic gas tanks here. If we run back, by default they output where the little red diamond is and input on every other side. So I want the electrolytic separator. So if I put this guy right there, doink, it's getting water because I've already configured it to get water up. And then it should start pushing. See, there's hydrogen over here. There's oxygen over there, which is great. And it's going to keep those pretty full. And once these are full and this fills up, then it'll stop. Now, there's no configuring ins or outs or anything on this guy. When you put him down, the left side will always be hydrogen and the right side will always be oxygen. And you can always tell because this is the hydrogen, that's the oxygen side. Not that you can see right now because they're empty because they're going into the tanks. All right, next we need the pressurized reaction chamber. So if we click this guy here, boink. This will take in the hydrogen, which is what we're looking for. And then it also needs water. So, oh, this guy needs to be configured for fluids, and the bottom we will have it accept fluids, and there's the water coming in. All right, so that is working there. Now over on this side, we're going to do another of these pressurized reaction chambers. Let's go ahead and click him there. And he's sucking in the oxygen, which is what he needs. And then side config, fluids. This one needs to accept from the right. Not that I have anything here yet, but that's okay. This one, I want to have it drop items to the bottom. And you, let's also have you drop items to the bottom. I believe you also need to do that. All right, so we've got those two configured, and now we need the rotary condensator. And if we come back here, I'll drop it right there. And this, if we take a look, this is another one of those where order matters. And so I'm concentrating from gas into liquid, which is what I want. And let's take these pipes and we'll put them here. They tend to be fairly laggy, which I don't really like. Okay, so that'll pull out. And then this one, wrong pipe. That's the fluid pipe. I need the gas pipe. Alrighty, let's go find us what the gas pipe is. Alrighty, don't need those anymore. I need mechanism, universal. It's hard to see them. So that's power. Power, okay, those are the wrong things I need. I need, oh, not universal, I want ultimate. Because you get several other devices here, but that's power. There's fluids. Gases, that's the one I'm looking for. Except I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I want this. So it's glass and steel. Done. All right. And, you know, not raised in the barn. We'll close the door after me. Okay, so the gas goes here, and that connects. And then we'll use a little configurator here to pull out the gases. This should be all configured. So let's take a look. This guy, oh, that's the time speeder upper. This is getting plenty of water. This is getting plenty of water. It's got some hydrogen going in. Alrighty. He's got the oxygen. He needs the liquid ethylene. That'll come from here. All right, let's take a stack of you and drop you into here. So this will go ahead and make that substrate. Boop, there's a substrate, and there's a little bit of ethylene that went into here. You can see it pumped in. Oh, please tell. There's the liquid ethylene. Yay. All right, so it is pumping the gas from here. It's condensing it from a gas down into a liquid, and then the liquid's going into my pressurized reaction chamber. All right, so that PRC is good, and here's my substrate. Ah, that's cool. Let's grab 3 of these substrate, toss them into here, and it's going to use some ethylene, just a little bit. Did you not go out? Why did you not go out? Eject, output. I think maybe this is not configured to go out. Yep, it's not configured to extract. Extract stat. Okay, there's my pellet, and that's what I'm looking for. So that will get me the stuff I need. Oh, did I have 3? I have 3 right here. Let's go turn those real quick with my enrichment chamber. 3 of those will make me a sheet. Oh, too slow. Sheet. And there's my first of 12 sheets that I need. Closing the door, not raising the barn. All right, so, you know, I could tell this guy to stop. Stop with the crushing of those poor pumpkins. They don't need to be crushed all that much. Let's grab some of you, grab some of you. And I think we've proven that it works. Let's dump some more in there. I think the reason why I made so much of this biofuel, because I need the ethylene, and I'm not quite, you know, I could calculate how much of this biofuel I needed. Total, I need 12 sheets, which needs 36 pellets, and that requires 36 substrate, which requires double that, so 72 of these biofuel. And I have way more than that on hand, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough liquid ethylene going on, and it's really going up and up and up. It looks like it's doing about 100 millibuckets per what's it. So yeah, I think there's another 3. Cool. Let's grab these substrate. All right, I'm gonna let this do its thing. I put none of the upgrades on here because this is gonna be done and dismantled as soon as I'm finished. Why am I gonna dismantle this? Because this is a one-time deal. I just need the sheets. If we look at this, uses for this, I can make blocks, neon, some lights. These are really cool glow panels, but for such an end game sort of device, because all those machines that had to be made, that's a lot for these stinking, you know, 2 glow panels. If it were doing like a dozen or more, that might be something, but no, that's kind of wimpy. Black plastic. Solon neutron activators, if we wanted to go into fusion with mechanism. Not on a server. You know, just a bunch of dorky things. And extreme crafting. The tablet and the table. The table I'm really interested in. The tablet is the same thing as the table, but it's one that you can walk around with. I don't care. So I'm not going to make this one. But I definitely want this guy. So I just need 12 sheets, and then I'm done. In which case, all of this gets broken down, so it's not sitting around causing tick on the server. Because that's dumb. Oop, there's my last pellet I need. So we'll get this one going. Right in the barn. All right, and let's enrich these guys. That should get me 5 sheets. Sheets, 3, 4, 5. That's 12. All right, so with that, I have everything I need for my table. Let's come into here. Oh, look at that. All right, there we go. Transmutation table. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, Questy. I'm going to plop that right there, and it knows nothing. But I can take things that have EMC values on them. I don't need to take a lot of them. Let's just grab a few of these things. And then I can go in there. And they're all learned, and that puts some EMC values into the setup. So I can also take things that, you know, like this has an EMC value, but I can sit there and put it there so it's learned, but it's not consumed into the system. And then I can look up, you know, birch or sapling and, you know, narrow down, or I can page through all the stuff. Previous and other mods allow you to hook your refined storage in with your transmutation table, and then you could take all of the stuff that has EMC and just automatically import it in. Really handy and kind of buggy. Coop Life 2, I had to constantly break the interface between the refined storage and transmutation table. Constantly had to break that to reset it, and so it'd work at least every time I started up the game. Broke it once, and then it was good every time after that while I was running. So yay, this means I can take stuff like this Eternus fuel, if I don't need any of that right now, but I'll just drop that in. Here, let's shift click it in. Poof. And that gave me a bunch of EMC to build other things like the processors. In fact, I've got some of these processors. Do I have any of the gold ones? Processors. I do. I'm going to snag both of these sets. Oh, that's got EMC too. I don't need that. Well, no, I'm going to steal that back again because I can use it. No EMC, no EMC. Go in. So now I can sit there and, as I need these processors, I can come into here and say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me, you know, get the processors I need without having to make them anymore. I like that. I like that a lot. That is mighty handy. It would be nice if this stuff would easily go in there, but it doesn't. These guys are empty, so I don't need them anymore. So, more EMC. Not that I need the recipe, but, you know, these guys actually can be used. Don't think this part. I need to go like, can I break it this way? That's the storage disk. Shift click. There we go. That's how you break out the housing and the 64K storage. So we'll learn that, and we'll learn that. So because this, you can sit there and turn into the 556K storage. It's got EMC. So you make that, and then you make 3 of these, and now you've got the 1 million EMC part storage, which you can turn into the 4 million. Or the 16 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. And it's got an EMC value, so can use that. And there's the storage disk. stomp that, and boom, you're done. So, oh, here, let's put that back in here. So I do like Project E for making these things for... Oh yeah, let's step back one step further. Okay. I like getting either the Applied Energistics 2 or Refined Storage so that I can take all of my chests and chests and chests of storage and put it into a nice compact thing that I can just right-click and access everything. I like that, but this is even more compact in that everything can be stored in one block right here. The drawback, though, is there's no real easy way of interacting with that most of the time. Although I really like that in Coop Life too. It meant making things so very nice. But this kind of breaks the game for a lot of things. And then I can see why it should be gated far into the end of the pack. But that's okay. I got it now. I got a lot. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and head off and move a bunch of my stuff into there, and then wait for EMC. that's the big waiting game at this point, is to get sufficient EMC to make those big things. I can make a single infinity ingot that needs 11, and I think I have 20, so I can't even make 2 yet. But that's okay. We'll get there. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, hanging out at the FTOG Stoneblock server and getting the table that does everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.